At the very bottom of the Pacific Ocean lies a place so remote that even the brightest satellite images can only hint at its presence. This is the Hadal Zone, a realm of crushing pressure, near absolute darkness, and a silence that feels almost otherworldly. For centuries, sailors and scientists have whispered about the monsters that might dwell here, but only in recent decades have we begun to glimpse the reality beneath. In this journey, we will descend into the midnight depths, meet the creatures that thrive under unimaginable pressure, and uncover the secrets that make the Challenger Deep the ultimate frontier of our planet for the curious mind. The Hadal Zone stretches from 6,000 to 11,000 meters below sea level, encompassing the deepest trenches of the world. At these depths, pressure reaches about 1,000 times that of the surface, a force that would crush a human-made structure in seconds. Light from the sun never penetrates, leaving a perpetual twilight that is illuminated only by the faint glow of bioluminescent organisms. Temperature hovers near freezing, around 2 to 4 degrees Celsius, and the water is remarkably clear, allowing scientists to see the faint outlines of distant creatures. This extreme environment forces life to evolve in ways that challenge our very understanding of biology for the resilient organisms that call it. Before the age of robotic submersibles, the idea of reaching the bottom of a trench was a dream of naval cartographers. In the 1870s, the British Royal Navy sent the HMS Challenger on a global survey that first charted the Mariana Trench, naming it after the ship. Decades later, the 1950s saw the HMS Challenger 2 confirm the depth with more precise instruments. Yet it was not until 1960 that a human-made craft, the Bathyscaphe Trieste, breached the abyss, carrying 2 men to a depth of 10,920 meters. Their descent was brief but historic, proving that life could survive even at the planet's most extreme point for the curious explorers. The Trieste's descent was a marvel of engineering. It was a steel cylinder, only 3.5 meters long, with a thick hull that could withstand the crushing pressure. Inside, 2 cramped seats held Jacques Picard and Don Walsh, who were tethered to a cable that guided them down and up. The craft descended at a steady 20 meters per minute, a pace that allowed the crew to monitor instruments and the ocean's silence. At 10,920 meters, the pressure was 1,000 atmospheres, yet the hull remained intact. The 2 men emerged moments later, their faces illuminated by the glow of the ocean's bioluminescent life for the daring scientists who followed and curiosity. Since Trieste, technology has advanced dramatically. The Alvin, launched in 1964, could dive to 4,500 meters and carry a crew of 3. In 2012, James Cameron piloted the Deep-Sea Challenger to the Challenger Deep, recording the first solo footage from the bottom of the world. More recently, the Japanese submersible Shinkai 6500 and the Swiss ROV HAV-1 have explored the trench, collecting samples and high-resolution images. These vessels use titanium hulls, sophisticated ballast systems, and live-feed cameras that transmit data in real time to surface teams. Their missions have revealed a surprising diversity of life and a dynamic environment that challenges our assumptions about the limits of life for the next generation. At the bottom of the trench, the pressure is so intense that it would crush a regular submarine in a heartbeat. The water exerts about 1,000 atmospheres of force, equivalent to the weight of a small mountain pressing down on the hull. To survive, organisms have evolved flexible membranes, pressure-resistant proteins, and unique metabolic pathways. Their cells lack the rigid structures found in surface species, allowing them to maintain integrity under extreme compression. Even the water itself behaves differently, becoming denser and more viscous. This combination of crushing pressure and cold temperatures creates a habitat that is both hostile and strangely stable, where life has found a way to persist today. Deep-sea amphipods, small shrimp-like creatures, thrive in the Hadal Zone. They feed on detritus that drifts down from the surface and on the occasional carcass of a larger animal. Their bodies are covered in a layer of protein that acts like a shock absorber, protecting them from the crushing pressure. Another remarkable inhabitant is the Hadal snailfish, a translucent fish that can grow up to 50 centimeters. It has a gelatinous body that lacks scales, allowing it to flex and move with minimal resistance. These species, along with countless other tiny organisms, form a complex food web that is sustained by the slow but relentless flow of nutrients from above. While the Hadal zone is often associated with small, hardy creatures, it also hosts the elusive giant squid. These cephalopods can reach lengths of up to 12 meters and are known to inhabit depths beyond 1,000 meters. Their tentacles are lined with suction cups that can grasp prey with astonishing strength. Scientists believe that the squid use bioluminescent organs to lure prey into the darkness, then strike with lightning speed. Though sightings are rare, recent submersible footage has captured the silhouette of a giant squid gliding through the midnight waters, a reminder that the trench is not only a place of survival but also a predatory drama for the curious observer in ocean. Deep beneath the trench floor, hydrothermal vents spew mineral-rich water at temperatures that can exceed 400 degrees Celsius. These vents create localized ecosystems that thrive on chemosynthesis, a process where bacteria convert chemical energy into food without sunlight. The communities around vents include tubeworms, clams, and shrimp that have adapted to the extreme heat and acidity. The vents also release gases such as methane and hydrogen sulfide, which fuel the entire food chain. Although the Hadal zone is dominated by darkness, these vents provide a bright, chemical oasis where life can flourish in the most unlikely places for scientists studying the limits of life and the origins of ecosystems today. In the absence of sunlight, many organisms have evolved the ability to produce light. Bioluminescence serves multiple purposes, attracting prey, deterring predators, and communicating with potential mates. In the Hadal zone, the glow is often faint, yet it creates a subtle tapestry across the dark waters. Tiny plankton emit a gentle blue light, while larger creatures like the lanternfish use it to signal their presence. The light is produced by a chemical reaction involving luciferin and luciferase, a process that is both efficient and energy-saving. This natural illumination allows life to navigate, hunt, and reproduce in an environment that would otherwise be utterly silent for the curious observer and the ocean. Scientists are now turning to autonomous underwater vehicles that can spend months in the trench, collecting data that would be impossible for human crews. These robots are equipped with sensors, cameras, and sampling arms that can capture water, sediment, and living organisms. In 2023, a joint mission between Japan and the United States deployed a new class of submersible capable of reaching 10,000 meters while transmitting data to researchers on land. The goal is to map the trench's geology, understand the distribution of life, and monitor how climate change may alter this fragile ecosystem. As technology advances, the midnight zone may soon reveal secrets that have eluded us for a century. From the crushing depths of the Challenger deep to the faint glow of bioluminescent plankton, the Hadal zone remains one of Earth's final frontiers. It challenges our ideas about pressure, light, and life itself. Each new dive peels back another layer of mystery, revealing creatures that have evolved to thrive where no other known organism can survive. As technology pushes deeper, we are poised to learn more about how life adapts, how ecosystems function in isolation, and how the planet's most extreme environments may hold clues to the origins of life. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more real mysteries and discoveries and keep exploring the unknown together today.